Welcome in Craft and Design 3.0. For my dear audience, in this video, I'll describe some different and much beautiful ideas of a welding project or welding project for cell ideas or welding project for home decor ideas or welding project importance in environment. So, my dear guys, when we talk about a welding project ideas, then different questions arise in our mind, like what is the idea of welding, or what is welding in simple explanative purpose, or what are welding activities, or what is welding and its importance. So, my dear guys, when we talk about the idea of a welding, then I say that as opposed to brazing and soldering, which don't melt the base metal. So welding is a high heat process which melts the base material typically with the addition of film material. So my dear guys, welding in fact is a fabrication process that joins materials, usually metals are thermoplastic, primarily by using high temperature to melt the part together, and we joint it in different shapes, different flowers, different decorative positions. My dear guys, when we talk about what are welding activities, then welding is a joining process in which metals or sometimes plastic are heated and melted and mixed to produce a joint with properties similar to those of the material being joined. So there are three main components needed to create a weld. So these are a heat source such as an electric arc, a flame pressure, or friction. So, what is welding and its importance? My dear guys, welding is a fabrication process that lets you join materials like metals by using heat at high temperature. So, welding uses high temperature to join the materials, whereas soldering and brazing don't allow the base metal to melt. So after cooling, the base metal and the filler metal get attached, and uh, a different infrastructure we can make. So my dear guys, when we talk about the historical background of welding, the oldest known example of welding a small golden box is that date back to the Bronze Age, over 2000 years ago. Archaeologists have found jewelry, during utensils, and weapons from this time period. In 3000 BC, Egyptians used charcoal to pressure and weld sword, and in 1500 BC, iron smelting became more common. So, who introduced welding? In 1881 or 1882, inventors Nicole Benrardus, Russian, and Stanislaw Oslezig Polish created the first electric arc welding method known as carbon arc welding using a carbon electrode. So, what are the main uses of welding? Welding is primarily used to join metals but is also applicable to plastic and woods. So, this process is useful for fabricating materials, but it can also prepare or repair flaws or damage in product and constructions. So, what tool is used for welding? One of the most essential and basic welding tools are welding machines, which provide most of the power and equipment you need to weld. You will need different welding machines depending on what type of welding you plan to do, and a flux core and MIG welder. So as a TIG welder. So what is safety in welding? Wearing appropriate PPE like welding helmet and eye protection gear like goggles to protect workers' eye and head from horse leg sparks, intense light, and chemical burns. So, welding workers should remain in the work area for at least 30 minutes after finishing welding to ensure there are no smoldering fires. So, why is welding a good skill? A welding skill can be used outside of workplace to save you money. For example, if you need to repair items around the home or on your car, so the skill you learn as a welder can also be transferred to other careers, meaning that you can transfer to another more easily should you decide to different categorical positions. So, what is the welding technology? Welding technology is the application of the art and science of joining metals and different metallic condition. My dear guys, 10 facts about a welder. The first functional industrial robot was made to weld, and ultrasonic welding made the first plastic bodied car possible, and welding made it to space in 1969. Wet and dry welding also exist. So deep sea welding technologies have gone as low as 2000 feet, and explosion welding is another type. So why is oxygen used in welding? Pure oxygen instead of air is used to increase the flame temperature to allow localized melting of the workpiece material in a room environment. So if we talk about, my dear guys, the future of welding, one of the most significant trend in the future of welding is the increasing integration of automation and robotic. Robots are revolutionizing the welding process by offering improved precision, efficiency, and consistency. So, temperature of welding, when we talk about the temperature of an electric arc, depending upon the type of electrode between which it is struck, it is about 3200 degrees centigrade on the cathode and about 1900 degrees centigrade on the anode for carbon electrodes, and 24 100 centigrade and 26 centigrade respectively for metal electrode. So, what is most important type of welding? Gas metal arc welding, also uh, called metal inert gas MIG welding, is a high speed process that's fairly easy to learn. So, this and the fact that you can make clean and strong welds is why it is the most common type of welding used in manufacturing categorical position. So, my dear guys, my these interesting ideas, I think uh, you can learn from my these ideas a lot of, and I think you can easily made these ideas in a home, and for the purpose of home decorations, garden decorations, a small lawn decoration. We also made these things by easily, or for self purpose we can made these ideas. So thank you very much guys for watching my video. Once again, thank you very much.